Hear, O heavens, as I speak. Listen, earth, to the words from my mouth. May my teaching fall like rain. May my speech condense like dew, like light rain on blades of grass or showers on growing plants. For I will proclaim the name of Adonai. Come declare the greatness of our God, the rock. His work is perfect, for all his ways are just. A trustworthy God who does no wrong. He is righteous and straight. He is not corrupt. The defect is in his children. A crooked and perverse generation. You foolish people, so lacking in wisdom. Is this how you repay Adonai? He is your Father who made you his. It was he who formed and prepared you. Remember how old days were. Think of the years through all the ages. Ask your father, he will tell you. Your leaders too, they will inform you. When Elion gave each nation its heritage, when he divided the human race, he assigned the boundaries of people according to Israel's population. But Adonai's share was his own people, Yaakov his allotted heritage. He found his people in desert country, in a howling, wasted wilderness. He protected him and cared for him, guarded him like the pupil of his eye, like an eagle that stirs up her nest, hovers over her young, spreads out her wings, takes them, and carries them as she flies. Adonai alone led his people. No alien God was with him. He made them ride on the heights of the earth. They ate the produce of the fields. He had them suck honey from the rocks and olive oil from the crags, curds from the cows and milks from the sheep, with lamb fat, rams from Bashan and goats, with the finest wheat flour, and you drink sparkling wine from the blood of grapes. But Yeshurun grew fat and kicked. You grew fat, thick, gross. He abandoned God, his maker. He scorned the rock, his salvation. They roused him to jealousy with alien gods, provoked him with abominations. They sacrificed to demons, non-gods, gods that they had never known, new gods that had come up lately, which your ancestors had not feared. You ignored the rock who fathered you. You forgot God who gave you birth. Adonai's son was filled with scorn at his sons' and daughters' provocation. He said, I will hide my face from them and see what will become of them, for they are a perverse generation, untrustworthy children. They arouse my jealousy with a non-God and provoke me with their vanities. I will arouse their jealousy with a non-people and provoke them with a vile nation. For my anger has been fired up. It burns to the depths of Sheol, devouring the earth and its crops, kindling the very roots of the hills. I will heap disaster on them and use up all my arrows against them. Fatigued by hunger, they will be consumed by fever and bitter defeat. I will send them fangs of wild beasts and the poison reptiles crawling in the dust. Outside, the sword makes parents childless. Inside, there is panic, as young men and girls alike are slain, sucklings and graybeards together. I considered putting an end to them, erasing their memory from human race, but I feared the insolence of the enemy, feared that their foes would mistakenly think we ourselves accomplished this. Adonai had nothing to do with it. They are a nation without common sense, utterly lacking in discernment. If they were wise, they could figure it out and understand their destiny. After all, how can one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to rout? unless their rock sells them to their enemies, unless Adonai hands them over. For our enemies have no rock like our God. Even they can see that. Rather, the vine is from the vine of Sodom, from the fields of Amorah. Their grapes are poisonous, the clusters are bitter, their wine is snake poison, the cruel venom of vipers. Isn't this hidden with me, sealed in my storehouses? Vengeance and payback are mine, for the time when their foot slips, for the day of their calamity is coming soon. Their doom is rushing upon them. Yes, Adonai will judge his people, taking pity on his servants, when he sees that their strength is gone, that no one is left, slave or free. Then he will ask, where are their gods, the rock in whom they trusted, who ate the fat of their sacrifices and drank the wine of their drink offering? Let him get up and help you. Let him protect you. See now that I, yes I, he, and there is no God beside me. I put to death and I make alive. I wound and I heal. No one saves anyone from my hand. For I lift my hand to heaven and swear, as surely as I am alive forever, if I sharpen my flashing sword and send my hand to judgment, I will render vengeance to my foes, repay those who hate me. I will make my arrows drunk with blood. My sword will devour flesh, the blood of the slain and the captives, flesh from the wild-haired heads of the enemy. Sing out, ye nations, about his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants. He will render vengeance to his adversaries and make atonement for the land of his people.